Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. You notice I have a new hat. It's a new design that my boss came up with for our business. So before I get into what I was going to talk about this morning, and I hadn't planned on doing this, sometimes I get challenged of, why do you work a regular job? Why don't you just live what you preach and trust God to provide for you? And so I'm just going to say this. God is providing for me because He provided me the job. Doogie'sHats.com is the company I work for. They call me Stitch because I sew for a living. And I make these welding caps. I wear them all the time. I love them. They're comfortable. They're great under the helmet. They're great. But you see, God, I am trusting God. God provided for me a way to pay my bills through having a job that gives me flexibility. So I would just say this: if you're in a need for a fitted cap that is the most comfortable thing you'll ever have, and maybe want something that I put my hands on and sewed. Now, it's not a guarantee I will sew them, but if you did order and you put a note in there that you wanted Stitch to order them or to sew them, I guarantee he'd get them to me. But then you're not only supporting a Michigan business, but you're also supporting me and living into what you want me to do, which is trust God. So that's a side note and a plug for my boss, because he's an incredible boss. He's a Christian man, and he does give me the flexibility I need to be a pastor. And also, I get great headwear and I get to do what I love to do. So it's an incredible way. Yes, I pay for my hats. It's not, I want you to understand that. But they are well worth every penny that I have spent on hats, and they will, I guarantee you, you won't regret it. Measure your head correctly, and the hat will be the most comfortable thing you ever put on your head. I know that for a fact. I wear them all the time. So that's the plug for my boss, and a plug for God and His provision. Sometimes we forget to give God His due, and I wanted to do that this morning. This morning, in reading in Proverbs 18, verse 1, it says, "The one who isolates himself pursues selfish desire. He rebels against all sound judgment." So many times we find ourselves locked up in our own thoughts, in our own place, and we convince ourselves it's okay to not be around other people because, well, we don't want to get in the way of those other people that are angry with us. We don't want to get in their way of doing whatever it is that they should be doing. Hear me in this. That's crap. You're making an excuse so you don't have to be challenged. Getting to church, getting to recovery meetings is required. And if you don't go, you're selfish. And you're ignoring all sound judgment. King Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, said, "The one who isolates himself pursues selfish desires. He rebels against all sound judgment." We can all make good excuses, but they're excuses. Sound judgment is getting around the people that will challenge you. You need to be in a church. You need to be to your recovery meetings. You need to do what you need to do. Yeah, it's okay to take a vacation once in a while, but I'll tell you this. When you're on vacation, there's always a church nearby. You don't have to miss church, do you? You may choose to, but that's really isolating yourself, isn't it? It's a dangerous path and a dangerous thing to do. Making a decision that you won't miss and just living that out until it becomes such a habit that you can't miss. That's the way to change your life. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.